Hello student, welcome to biology class, and from this video lecture we will discuss about the remaining part of physiology of nutrition in human being. And we have discussed in previous video lecture about the process of ingestion as well as digestion under the physiology of nutrition. So we will discuss the rest part of physiology of nutrition from this video lecture, that is about the absorption, assimilation as well as egestion process. So let us start the remaining part of the physiology of nutrition. So under the physiology of nutrition, the first process or the first step, that is ingestion, and the second step, that is digestion. These both the processes or both the steps we have discussed in detail. The third step, that is absorption. Now we are going to explain you. About the absorption. So the process of absorption is involve the transfer of digested food from the small intestine to our blood. It is the process of transfer of digested food from small intestine to our blood or inside the blood vessels. So how the absorption of the completely digested food take place from the small intestine to the blood taking place, we will discuss here. So after digestion we get the digested food. So the product of digestion of carbohydrate, product of digestion of carbohydrate, so these are the first product. Second, the product of digestion of protein. Then the product of digestion of fat. So these are the product of digestion, and out of these product, the two product, that is product of carbohydrate and product of protein. So the product of carbohydrate, that is glucose, and product of protein, that is amino acid. So these two products are get absorbed through into the blood, absorbed into the blood directly through the surface of small intestine, while the product of fat, that is fatty acid and plus glycerol, these two products of digestion of fat get absorbed into the lymph Leaf absorb the product of digestion of fat, while the blood absorb glucose as well as amino acid. That are the product of carbohydrate as well as product of protein respectively. So here these are the substances which becomes digested in our alimentary canal get absorbed. So some other components also need to be absorbed in our from our alimentary canal into the blood. So absorption of water. Here is these are the absorption of nutrients. These are the nutrients which gets absorbed after digestion from small intestine. Now absorption of water. So before discussing the absorption of water, let us discuss the how the design or the structure of small intestine designed to facilitate or to maximize the surface area for absorption of these nutrients. So to increase the surface area of absorption of nutrient, the small intestine or the lining of the small intestine becomes designed the finger-like projection, designed as the finger-like projection or designed to form finger-like projection at the inner lining, and that finger-like projection are known as villi. So the process of absorption takes place through the surface of inner lining, that is known as villi or villi, and that structure is also get enhanced in the case of large intestine. So the absorption of water takes place in large intestine, the place where the absorption of water takes place, that is the large intestine from or through large size of villi. In comparison to small intestine, large intestine contain large size of villi for absorption of water. So these are the absorption of water, and also the absorption of vitamins, absorption of minerals also take place. So water and minerals, absorption of water and minerals take place in large intestine, while absorption of vitamins as well as drugs take place at various places, start from our mouth to stomach as well as small intestine. These are the places where the absorption of vitamins as well as some medicine also take place from our food into the blood. So this is all about the process of absorption. Now the next step, that is assimilation. And the process of assimilation involves the utilization of the absorbed food by our body cell. So this process involves the methods to use up absorbed food by various. So the method to use up the absorbed food by various kind of our body cell. or we can say that all body cells require nutrient to used in their structure. So why various body cells or tissues. This process is known as assimilation, and that process of assimilation takes place for the purpose of energy production, for utilization is take place for energy production, repairing of worn out cell or tissue, or directly we can say that repairing of tissue, body growth, etc. So these are the various functions which take place under the assimilation process. Now the last stage of the physiology of nutrition, that is the digestion, which is also known as defecation, because in this process, the process of removal of fecus, which is the remains of or the part of food which remains undigested. So the process of involve the removal of fecus from our alimentary canal through the anus. So that is the why the process is also known as defecation. So after absorbing the water, lastly the remains food or the food parts which remains undigested, they get converted into the fecus and they remain stored in the rectal part of the large intestine. The last part of this large intestine, that is rectum, and that rectum store the part of food that remain undigested, and when the rectum becomes filled with the fecus, then the wall of or muscles of rectum send impulse to our central nervous system, and central nervous system send the information or message through the motor neuron to our muscles of anus as well as the rectum to remove the fecus outside the body, that we feel to urge pass out the fecus, and the process is known as defecation. So defecation involves the removal of fecus from alimentary canal by anus. So through the anus, the inner core, the process of removal of fecus take place, and it is known as defecation or egestion. So this is overall about the process of absorption, assimilation and egestion, which is the rest part of physiology of nutrition. And in previous video lecture, we have also discussed about ingestion and digestion. So the process of holozoic nutrition becomes completed from this video lecture, and in next video lecture we will discuss about the some important terms or important fact related to the nutrition in human being.